How's it going, folks? Dirk here, GC Blues 45. All right, it's time to get this post-game report in. Boy, oh boy, what a night we had. Good night. It was a great night for hockey. A lot of playoff potential happened. So let's get right into it. Starting off with the Wild versus the Devils. Entering the matchup, the Wild were 41, 28, and 5 and 87 points. The Devils 39, 29, and 7 and 85 points. After 60 minutes, folks, this game had to go into a shootout. Literally, this game had to go into a shootout. First, it went to overtime, no score in overtime, so it had to go into a shootout. And the results of that shootout were those went 2 for 2, Minnesota 0 for 2, and the Devils win by the score of 3-2. Yay! Shots on goal. Now, the stats I'm giving you were after overtime. Please note. Shots on goal were the Devils 29, the Wild 29. Sorry, let me repeat that. The shots were 28 for the Devils, 29 for Minnesota. The Devils had 27 saves with the Wild 26. Both teams were 0 for 2 on the power play, and New Jersey wins the series 2-0, 2-0-0, and they also outscore the Wild 8-4. So very good. This was a pretty even match game. After 3 periods, it was evenly matched, and it stayed that way. And the Devils scored both times in the shootout, so that was why they won. So way to go by the Devils. Now the Wild pick up a point, which means they're still ahead of the Blues. That's one thing I didn't want. Next was a good going by the Devils. At least you guys beat them. That's what I care about. Next was the Nashville Predators at the Philadelphia Flyers. Entering the matchup, Nashville was 27, 38, and 8 and 62 points. The Flyers 30, 36, and 9 and 69 points. Once again, both teams are out of the playoffs. So it didn't really matter who won this one. As you know, I went with the Flyers. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Philadelphia Flyers beat the Nashville Predators by a score of 2-1. Yay. Shots on goal were the Flyers 18, the Predators 29. Flyers had 28 saves with the Preds 16, and both teams were over 1 on the power play. And Philadelphia wins the series 2-0, 2-0, and outscored the Predators 5-3. Basically, to get on the Bulls. Despite Nashville losing, this game was evenly matched. Nashville played a full 60 minutes, which is not that bad. I think they did a great job playing this game. Am I disappointed they lost? Yeah, but what can you expect? The Flyers wanted to win more, and that's why they got it. So it was an evenly matched game. Both teams played full 60 minutes, so therefore, there's nothing more you could say. So way to go. It was a good game. Next was the Flames and Colorado. Entering this matchup, Calgary 34, 26, and 12 and 80 points. Colorado 45, 26, and 3 and 93 points. This game had to go to overtime. There was no score, so this game also had to go into a shootout. This went 3 rounds, and the results of that were Colorado went 0 for 3, and the Flames went. The Avs went 0 for 3. The Flames went 1 for 3. They went by the score of 3-2. Yay! Yay! Yeah! Yes! Shots on goal were Oh, by the way, remember, these stats I'm giving you were after overtime. Shots on goal, the Flames 27, the Avs 30. The uh, uh, the Flames had 28 saves with the Avalanche 25. Calgary was 0 for 1 on the power play with Colorado 0 for 2 on the power play, but despite that, Colorado wins the series 2 games to 1. 2-0-1 was their record, 5 points, and Colorado outscored Calgary by 3. 10-7 was the goal score. So, but hey, at least the Flames won on this one, so way to go. Um, this was once again another 60-minute game, or should I say 65-minute game. Both teams played a full 65 minutes. It was evenly matched. Um, Calgary scored the 2 goals in the third, which they overcame. And Colorado, despite the loss, they played a great game too. The team looks pretty solid, even though their owner sucks. Yeah. So yeah, I really despise Cronky. Um, so Colorado now has 94 points, and Calgary keeps their playoff hopes alive with this win. So anything can happen, folks. We'll wait and see. And finally, it was Dallas at Seattle. This game was bonus coverage on NHL Network. Currently, sorry, going into the matchup, Dallas was 48, 21, and 4 at 100 points. Seattle 31, 37, and 6 and 68 points. And despite I want Seattle to win, it was my upset special of the night. Seattle loses by a score of 3-1. Shots on goal were the Stars 31, the Kraken 36. The Stars had 35 saves with the Kraken 28, and both teams were 0 for 3 on the power play. And Dallas wins the series 3 games to nothing, basically swept them 3-0-0, and they outscored the Kraken 10-2. Um, what to say about this game? Um, this game was pretty good. It was evenly matched, despite the Kraken. The score stayed the same after 2 periods. The Kraken actually played a full 60 minutes. If you guys don't think they did, well, that's your opinion, and sometimes you don't know hockey. But I think the Kraken played a full 60 minutes. They did try. The Stars, they wanted to win more. That's why they won. And, when that empty netter happened, I'm like, well, you can't win them all. So, way to go. And this puts me so I went 3-1-0 tonight. Went 3-1-0. Another 6 points. That'll put me at 281, 158, and 44 for a total of 610 points for the year. That ain't that bad. So, today is April Fool. As you know, we're as I'm recording this, thinking about the pregame report later on, and thinking about what to do since it's April Fool's Day. um, the first time I did the April Fool's one was a while back. A few years ago, when I was at the house. As you know, I'm now here in the apartment. Um, so it's gonna be kind of different, to tell you the truth. Um, but we'll wait and see what can happen. I am thinking of something good. It's April Fool's Day. Um, as always, folks, please stay safe. Take care. Remember the Lord's watching you. And if you're in the path of severe weather for tomorrow, please do not, I repeat, do not be foolish. Don't play this as a joke. Please always remember um, sirens go off. Do not take them lightly. And as always, folks, I do love yous. And that's really about it. So I'll see you later on and stuff. So until then, peace.